All right, folks. I hope you're all well out there. All right. I am here to do some card readings. I know it's extra early. A lot of you probably aren't even awake, but I'm bipolar, which is part of my success as a card reader. Is I'm willing to let myself be crazy and allow my guides work with me, so I can do my card readings. It's very beneficial to allow oneself to be manic, because when you have the literal voice of your guides in your mind and in your heart, it's also very exciting. So, learning to manage a condition like bipolar is very useful, because it will give you contact with your guides and will also teach you how to handle the euphoria that comes from doing such good work, because it fills you with happiness and joy, which is why I do this. I am here for your benefit and your benefit alone. I hope you enjoy the reading. If you're seeing this, it's for you. Okay, that's all I have to say. That's why you ran across it. Now, if you hear it and that doesn't seem to resonate, just move on, right? But good chance you're saying this for a reason, and the universe is trying to tell you something. And you should probably pay attention whether you agree with what I have to say or not. So what we're going to do is we're going to pluck some cards out of my beautiful grab box. The cards seem to enjoy it. It's a great way to kind of shuffle them. If you notice, I'm kind of a different kind of card reader. All right, this is I'm very creative when it comes to it. It's kind of it's something that I'm actually very good at, which is why I do it, and I do it all for your guys' benefit. Now, if I do a card reading for you, you're like, this is great. I want another card reading. I want whatever from this guy, hit me my DM, hit me up in my email. It's all in my channel. Send me an email. We can schedule a reading for you for whenever works for you and fits best for both our schedules. I'm very flexible, online, in person, whatever. I do this for tips, and I do it as I talk about in the channel so you can benefit. Okay. Now, a collective reading like this is a little different. All right, because it's based off of the idea of whoever runs into it, it's good for them. But if you have a personal reading, it's important that you be able to make a donation or make a tip or whatever for the reading, because you're telling the universe, hey, I value what I've been given, and it will allow you to benefit from the information you're receiving. This is all about karma, folks. It's about the forces of karma that govern our universe, and they require an energetic exchange for you to benefit from anything you get. You don't get anything for free of real value, okay? That's karma at work. It's just how it is. I'm an electrical engineer, believe it or not, okay? I have a career, I have plenty of money. But if you're going to benefit from the personal reading or whatever, you got to be able to do some kind of exchange, hence the tips. Okay. But for me, this is one giant passion project. I'm doing it because I love doing it. All right. It's fun. It helps people in their lives. Great. Hence, I'm up at what I think it's 3:20 a.m. because I'm manic. I'm up. I have energy. I'm ready to go. Why not shoot a live shot here on YouTube? I'm hoping my channel will be a little more successful now that I kind of reorganized some stuff, and I'm going to start doing this. I also do stuff across TikTok, and stuff like that. And if you're interested, just contact me. I'll let you know what my TikTok thing is. But I do readings there too for the collective, because I like to reach out and help people. And there's a wonderful community, just like on YouTube, of what I call our light workers who do this to help everybody. So, um, the whole thing's cool. And look at this mug I got. You know what I did is, I was working for the Navy, and we had a big office Christmas gift exchange, right? So it's White Elephant. We're all exchanging whatever. And I get this unicorn mug, right? And I'm like, this is awesome. Somebody, steals it from me for whatever reason. And I end up with a Bluetooth speaker, the ones you can like dial into and like set wherever. And But I walked over and said to the guy holding the unicorn cup who ended up with it, I'm like, "You want a Bluetooth speaker?" And he's like, "Yeah." Like, he couldn't believe it, and I'm like, "'Cause I had to have this unicorn mug, 'cause literally the hair turns into a rainbow when you put something hot in it. This thing's only about half full, but you see that little rainbow? It's fucking awesome." And I have to tell you, there's nothing funnier than being at work in a kinda conservative environment, where people are kinda uptight and whatever. I'm not gonna talk politics. They're kinda uptight, right? They're not exactly gay friendly or anything. And I'm bisexual, right? And I like getting a reaction out of, uptight, especially white straight guys. I love getting a reaction out of them and messing with them just psychologically. I think it's fun. Because it's my ability to rebel even though I'm in a really conservative environment. I kinda get to say, "F you, dude," by doing this. So, I would walk around working for the Navy, super conservative, and I would have this goddamn mug with me, right? And I think what was it? There was some guy I was working for, and he had been working in the Navy for ever. He was a great guy. It was for electronic warfare, and we learned like tons from him because he was an electronic warfare officer, just incredible knowledge. But like, older dude, like in his 60s, super conservative for the most part. He didn't talk politics, so you just tell like his attitude. You get a sense for these things, right? And I had this mug. I walked in the war room where we were all working, and and he said to me, I think it was, I don't think I even know you anymore. Like he just was taken aback by just this mug. Because, I'm dressed professionally, it's a conservative environment, whatever. We're working for the military, but I got this mug, so it wigged him out. I'm like, and that's exactly the reaction I'm looking for because it's just so much fun. Before I do the reading, I will also tell you how I got the name Big Sugar. I was working with a guy. It was really weird. I was working in this clean room or what is that? Vault where they do like classified work. And I was testing out hardware for a fire control system. And I was working with this guy who was like super uptight, super conservative, very homophobic, and then he's also got this friend who he's also working with who's the complete opposite, like super liberal, super relaxed, just a whole lot of fun to work with, and in a great mood all the time. This guy was awesome. He would do Vespa stuff, and then they would have like contests like how many naked people can you get on a Vespa and drive, 40 feet or something. He would go out and do stuff like that. He was a cool guy. Anyways, I'm sitting there and there's working side by side and I'm doing hardware testing, whatever. And the guy who's super uptight is like, okay, big shooter, which is important. Big shooter. All right, I need you to do this. And the other guy starts laughing and he goes like, did you just call him Big Sugar? And the guy turned bright red because remember, he's super homophobic, super uptight, bright red. He's like, no. And from there on out, it was like this running joke that we would do to him just to mess with him. And it just made me so happy. So I prefer Star Dragon, but if you want to call me Big Sugar, that is actually my official nickname. So I'm just a big bag of sugar, a whole lot of fun, very sweet, which is why I do that because I genuinely care about people and I want to see you succeed. The other thing I will tell you is I don't pull punches. Okay. If there's anything that card readers and light workers are guilty of, is they tend to be a little too pleasant or a little too unwilling to deliver bad news, and it's not their fault necessarily, they're probably most of them are trying to make a living doing this, and you're not gonna be very successful if you're delivering bad news to people on a regular basis. Nothing against them. These people are not lying or misleading you. I'm just saying that it's kind of a bad state to be in to try and give somebody a reading and be honest with what's coming across in the reading, because it's not all good news, folks. Believe it or not, we're the ones who get in our own way when we're trying to be successful. There's only real one adversary you face in your life, and it's yourself. Okay. Once you realize that, life gets a lot simpler and a lot easier because you start to realize and start to see where you're causing your own problems. And it's not that you don't have real enemies or issues, it's that for whatever reason, when you're dealing with somebody who's difficult, the reason you're dealing with them is there's something about them who's messing you up and messing your game up and messing up your ability to be successful and to deal with them. And you have this person in your life to teach you valuable lessons about yourself and how to deal with people like that, because life is not about hanging out with people who agree with you and people. Life is not about things being easy or comfortable. So I will not pull punches. I do tend to curse, but remember, this all comes from love. This is genuine love that I have for you because I work with my guides and deities. They want to see you succeed, but I am not going to pull any punches for you. Okay. I'm going to let you know what's going on and what the issues are. With that said, let's have some coffee, right? From my wonderful unicorn mug. That's good. I love coffee. Technically, when you're manic, shouldn't have coffee, but I learned to manage my condition a long time ago and know when I have issues of with coffee and stuff or not. Isn't there better than a nice, good, strong of coffee, especially in the morning? It's just wonderful. Anyways, let's start pulling some cards from the grab box, which is my favorite thing. I don't know if you've ever seen this. I grew up with a show called Wallace and was it Gramo or something. Anyways, it's a kid show, and they would have a grab bag for the kids who would show up on the kids show, and they would reach in and pull out like prizes. It was the coolest show when you're a kid, and all I want to do is be on that show and get one of their grab bags. So this is my grab bag because it's fun, and I don't know, it's just the way I do it. It works right for me. And that's what this is all about. So let's pull some cards, see what the hell's going on. And if you're seeing this is for you. Pay attention, all right? The universe comes at us in unexpected ways. And believe it or not, this is exactly how the universe goes about getting people's attention. It has people who specifically work with guides who help deliver information like this because it's not exactly normal to do something like this. So you got to have a special kind of person who has a special kind of relationship with the universe and is willing to do the hard work to value those relationships and value them in their lives. And if you don't use it, you lose it. So I'm here not only not to lose my connection with the guides, which helped me throughout my whole life, but also because I want to see other people benefit. It brings me real joy and happiness to see people succeed from my readings. So if there's anything that you could do for me, if you benefit from this reading, leave a nice comment. All right. There's enough nasty comments on YouTube. Let's put a few nice ones out there. Show some appreciation for what we receive. That's what I would love to hear. And I would love to hear on my channel, people to be able to check my channel and see people who have genuinely benefited from what I have to offer, because that's why I'm doing that. And I want people to know other people value what I've given them. All right. But if you don't want to do any of it, okay. Best of luck to you. Have a wonderful life. No worries. Right. Like I'm doing this for tips, like whatever. This is like, if you benefit, great. If you don't like it, leave. Find somebody who does work for you. And how many card readers tell you that, right? None of them. I do, because if I don't work for you, there's other card readers out there who probably do. Maybe my style's too aggressive. Not for you. Maybe you don't like white guys who are like clearly deep into religion but don't talk about it. For whatever reason, I rub you wrong. That's awesome. I get it. Go find someone that works. YouTube is full of awesome card readers that do a great job. So is TikTok. Awesome card readers to do a great job. go find one if I don't work for you, because genuinely, this is a great way to get help from the universe with whatever issues you're facing. That's why tools like this exist, and we've been using them as a species for a very long time, um, much older than science itself. Because back in the day, we didn't have science to help us out. So we had card readings. And guess what? It's pretty beneficial. If you want to launch a rocket and go to the moon, card readings probably not for you. But if you want to get some idea of why you're having a hard time finding the love of your life, you probably want a twin flame reading and let you know what's going on. All right. If you want a reading like that, be careful, because it means you're ready to play hardball with the universe and it's going to slam you and push all your buttons. Make sure you're ready, because if you don't do your work, your personal work, that person's going to come into your life and probably walk right by you, and you're never going to recognize them because you haven't done your work. Because again, we're our own worst enemy. And the reason you don't have a twin flame, which is exceedingly rare and extremely valuable, obviously, is because you have to do some kind of work that's blocking your way, for whatever reason, from realizing this person or allowing this person to manifest in your life. Now, do people suddenly pop into existence because you did a card reading? No, of course not. But the strange thing about it is you'll do your personal work, and then suddenly you'll run into somebody and be like, oh, this guy's kind of interesting, or this chick's kind of interesting. We should get coffee, whatever. And you would have never done that if you hadn't done your personal work. All right, it's just the way the universe operates, whether people get that or not. You know, it's not karma. It's more of the universe saying, look, if I'm going to hand you this extremely valuable thing that I don't give to very many people. I mean, how many people have soulmates? Very valuable, very rare. But if I'm going to hand you something like this that's so very valuable, I need to know you're not going to waste it, whether it works out or not. I need to know you're going to value this person. You're not going to waste it. You're not going to waste what I'm handing you, because just like in capitalism, where everything is driven by resources, the universe only has so many resources. All right. You have to imagine, like, from a deity's perspective, we're sitting here, we're watching people, and we're going, okay, yeah, Joe wants his true love. He wants his twin flame, but Joe hasn't done his work. I'm not going to give it to him because it's a waste of resources, it's a waste of time. And Billy Bob and Jolene and Thornton have all done their work, and I'm going to spend the resources on them because I think they'll succeed. And that's literally how these things work. Is the universe is not going to give you a twin flame or something like that unless you do the work. And I always tell people that because I think it's unfair to give people twin flame readings and not warn them that the universe is going to play hardball with you to prepare you. And I mean, walk up, punch you in the dick to prepare you type shit, personal work. I don't want to scare you, but the universe is not interested in your comfort level. It's not interested in you continuing a life how it did before. It's going to challenge you. It's going to push your buttons to prepare you for this person. Because the reason you don't recognize them is you've been comfortable this whole time. You've been living your life and nothing has particularly challenged you. And you need to be challenged. You need to get your butt kicked because it's going to prepare you for this person. All right. Because if you want something, you better be willing to fight for it. All right. And the universe basically demands that you be willing to fight for it, be willing to do the hard work and make the sacrifices to have such a beautiful relationship in your life, because the universe does not want to see something like this wasted. Because there's nothing worse in, I think, in existence than somebody meeting their twin flame but won't take the shot and go get them coffee because, oh, I don't talk to strangers, or I feel uncomfortable, or whatever million excuses you can make for not approaching someone you genuinely are interested in, genuinely attracted to, you know. And a lot of times these people are in our lives in one way or another, or we'll meet them and not recognize it. And it's because we haven't done the work, and it's like there's a block or blinders on, and you cannot see this person for who they are or could be for you. Because the weird thing about twin flames is you start out as strangers and you grow to learn why this person is your twin flame as you date each other, as you get to know each other. So the response to meeting your twin flame is not let's go get out, go get married tomorrow, is let's grab a cup of coffee and find out what the hell's going on and why you're my twin flame and I'm yours, because the universe knows you better than you know yourself and knows what you need better than you do. And what you're looking for, I will guarantee you, because this is almost always true, is not what you need. And this person is not going to be the typical person that you're looking for necessarily. This is going to be somebody who's actually got what you need, but it's not recognizable to you because you're not trained. We're not trained in what we actually need. We're blind to it. Just like Dumbledore talked about in Harry Potter, people very rarely know what they need, right? And this is almost always true. And I speak of personal experience. Okay, so be careful. So we're going to do a reading. Let's see where this goes. See what's going on for the collective. I'm looking for my twin flame. That's why I know there's so much work. And I have to tell you, for me, it's all about shots on goal. It's all about maximum effort, just like Deadpool, right? Because the universe rewards you, at least the karmic forces reward you for effort. Because manifesting things in physical reality is messy, messy business, and even deities have a hard time with it and refuse quite often to help you manifest anything unless you put in the work and show them that you're serious. And then that's when you receive the help you need for something to manifest in your life, because you're doing the work, and your deities are going to help you because you're serious, and they're going to give you the aid you need to overcome whatever hill you're facing to get what you're looking for. All right. All about that. I love talking about this stuff because, in general, I think people should know these basic mechanics about how the universe functions. Notice I didn't talk about religion, I didn't talk about spirituality. These are just basic mechanics about how these things function. And I speak from experience. I've seen this stuff before. So, and I really a shout out to my mother, Catherine Basket, awesome astrologer, one of the best I've ever seen in the business. Does reading for the stars. I won't go into the list, but there's a lot of very rich and famous people who all benefit from astrology, which is just like tarot readings, right? And they benefit vastly from it and the guidance that it gives them in their lives and what's going on. All right. So know that what you're receiving is very valuable. All right. And if you want a reading for me, just hit me up in my email and we'll figure out when we can do that for you. All right. Let's see what's going on. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this feels good. All right. So, what are we doing? Cool. I have a job interview with a major employer today, and I'm super excited because apparently they don't have a problem with me being a freak. So that's cool. I think I found a good place to work. And it's my second interview. So I'm super excited because I'm like this far from getting in there and being able to work. And I think this is going to be a good place. I think this is where I turn it around and finally have the right place to work and I can be the freak I am. And they're going to let me do that because when I'm a freak, for whatever reason, my productivity goes through the roof, right? Because I'm happy. I'm doing what I want. Enough about me. I'm just saying, we're going to talk about because this is a very good card for that. So, success for me and success for you because, my friend, Spring secret success. Okay, we got a little fairy hanging out by a boat. Bam, bam, bam. It's the moon. All right, what is this card talking about? This card is talking about how whatever endeavor you're going after, you're going to receive that kind of magical guidance you need to get you where you need to go. That's why we got a fairy and a boat, and she's hanging out by the light. This literally means that you can jump in that boat, cross that river or lake you're on, and you're going to have this magical fairy with you, kind of gently guiding you where you need to go to reach the other side of the shore. And that means in whatever endeavor going after, you're going to see success. So this is a great card. Whatever major endeavors that you're doing right now, keep up. You're going to be successful. Don't give up. All right. It's always darkest before the dawn. Okay. Universe always pushes us to make sure we really believe in what we're doing and we're really committed, especially if you want something. And the more you want it, the more it's going to kind of push you and make sure you're serious. So we're going to see some success, folks. That's a great sign. Let's see what happens next. All right. All right. Yeah, here we go. Cool. Antlion, Sage, Blessing. All right, what do we got going on here? We literally have two people sitting by the campfire and doing like spiritual and blessing work. Looks like they're literally working sage itself, which is used to bless and purify things. So this literally means that whatever our endeavor is that we're going on, we have the blessing of the universe. The universe is going to guide us and help us be successful. All right. So this is great. This is all turning up roses. Okay. So whatever you're going after, keep it up. All right. The universe is going to give you what you need to be successful. Another card. All right. What's going on here? Dude, it's all about these cards. Moonlight enchantment. This is why I'm up at 3:43 a.m. because the moon's out. Moonlight enchantment. I can't make this shit up. You watched me grab the card out of the box. That thing is full. I'll show you in case you don't believe me. Seriously. Nothing but cards in here. I just pulled that out randomly. Okay, you can see what time this stream is if you check it out. This is wonderful. This is even better. Okay, the universe is saying, look, you're batting 1,000 here. The universe is behind you. And not only is it behind you, but this is magical. Okay, this isn't, hey, you're special. The universe is looking at you. The universe is using its own special brand of magic to bless you in what you're doing. Okay. So, whatever it is, know you're going to have success in whatever it is. Because even if you don't achieve what you're looking for, you're going to go or be led where you need to go to have success in the thing you actually need. All right. The life is not about the direct route. It's not about going from A to B in a straight line. It's about going after what you want so much, right? Putting in maximum effort. So you tell the universe that I'm serious about this. I'm committed. I'm ready to go. And the universe takes you where you need to go. And you have to do the work because that's going to take you where is what you need most. Okay. So magical freaking blessing. All right. And I have to tell you, it doesn't get much better than this, folks. Okay. The universe can only give you so much support. That's why you got to do the work yourself to let it know you're serious. It's not going to waste resources on you if you're not committed to what you're doing. That's just how this shit works. Okay. So, but this is a wonderful blessing. Trust me, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're going to find the success that you're looking for. The universe is blessing you because you're doing your work. And that's what matters. And that's what matters to the universe. It's just like having a boss. A boss is not going to give you a raise or promote you or even think you're doing a good idea unless you're committed to your work and you demonstrate to them that you're hardworking, you're productive, and you're committed to what you're doing. This is how you succeed at work. Same with the universe. If you're committed to what you're doing and working hard, universe is going to freaking promote you to the next level. All right. It's going to make sure that you are successful. It's going to take care of you because you're doing the hard work necessary when others might not. All right. And this is not a competition, but the universe does not help or honor people who are not willing to put in the work and time. Okay. Because again, it's all about resources, it's all about resource management. There's only so many blessings, only so much good karma, only so much guidance or not interference, but what is it? How do I want to say it? Gentle manipulation of reality to bring about certain outcomes, right? Deities do not hit people with lightning bolts or cause car accidents or earthquakes, blah, 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 blah. They don't do stuff like that. They gently manipulate things to create a specific outcome if they choose to get involved. And deities in general don't get involved in everyday reality, right? In our lives. It's a special circumstances when it happens, and it's a blessing. And, they're saying, hey, we're involved. That's why you're seeing this at Might. There's a special brand of magic at work here. That's why we're up at 3:48 a.m. talking about this. The universe is like, time to get up. And I'm like, I want to shoot a live session on YouTube because I enjoy TikTok, but YouTube's even better for this kind of stuff. And here we are, folks. So make up your own mind, right? I showed you what I was doing. I'm being honest. Make up your own mind. I seriously do not need you to agree with me or my observations on the universe because I know I'm correct for me, and that's all that matters. So, all right, another card. Let's see. And I think we're nearing the end. I think we'll do 5. We've done 3 so far. Let's see what else is in the grab box. What's coming up? Let's see here. Mixing them up here. That's the deal. You let them play with each other, kind of. All right, cool. This is a new kind of card that I got. Let's see. I got to look at this. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, 9 O swords, dude. I love these cards. It's like a Japanese samurai kind of style. All right. 9 of swords. Swords in general, in case you don't know, are all about thought. And quite often it can also be divine guidance because divine thought is a sword. And it can be particularly dangerous to the mind that's not ready to handle that. We don't have to deal with that issue because it's the 9 of swords, which is literally 2 different things. Number 1, whatever you're going after, whatever passion project or whatever you're working on, it's saying you're almost complete. Okay, 9 is a sign that you've almost completed the cycle, which means whatever you're going after, whatever you've been working so hard on, you're almost done. And I think the universe is saying, look, you're going to have success. Don't give up. All right. Because that last push to number 10, where you complete cycle, it's going to ask something from you. All right. You don't get something for nothing. So it's going to push your buttons and it's going to ask something from you. And the universe is saying, look, man, keep it up. You're almost there. Okay. And when the universe pushes back and demands something from you in order to be successful in this, just do it. Just pull the trigger and freaking do it because you're going to have success because you're almost done with the cycle. You're almost there. For a lot of you, I know for myself, this process of interviewing for this job has been going on for a while, right? So it's good to hear, hey, we're almost done. All right. And we're going to have success. whether this job interview goes well, it's going to take me where I need to go. Right now, I want to be successful in it. I'm hoping to get the job, but I know if it doesn't go right, it's going to lead me to the job I need because for whatever reason, maybe it polishes my interviews, skills, or word of mouth comes out that, yeah, this group couldn't hire me, but I'm pretty awesome. And another company goes, well, why don't we hire this dude? Whatever it is, what's going to happen is it's going to lead to your success. Let's do, oh, they want to do sex, my guys, right? All right, cool. Let's grab another one. Let's have a little water, man. A lot of talking. Is there anything nicer than a nice cool cup of water? It's just awesome. All right, cool. But I live in Arizona, so we have a special relationship with ice water. All right, cool. I love these cards. Oh, I've had this before. In the hand, the universe is your partner. This literally means what I was talking about. You're in the driver's seat. Okay. Don't forget it. If you run into issues in your life or you're having trouble succeeding or whatever, what this means is you're causing your own issue. But this also means you're set for success. You're in the driver's seat. Act like it. All right. If something's going along and it's not working for you, dump it. You don't need it. Just like this reading. If this reading's not helping you, walk away. Go find someone who will help you. But you're in the driver's seat, folks. You're the one who determines your own success. And yes, this does sound like something that a conservative Republican would say to you. I'm not a conservative Republican, although I have no problem with them. I work with many of them, actually. But it's a whole kind of pull yourself up by your bootstraps kind of mentality. I have to tell you, that's kind of what the universe asked of you. So that these conservative Republicans are actually pretty correct on that attitude. And that's why a lot of them are successful when other people aren't, because that's our attitude in life. And they find success because they don't make any excuses when they fail. They don't blame anyone else. They don't pretend that somehow someone else kept them from their success. They always expect themselves to solve their own problems and be in the driver's seat in their life. And that is the correct approach if you want to be successful in life, because it's all about effort. All right. If you go, like, for example, I'm looking for my twin flame, right? And I'm doing card readings for people as much as I can. All right. And I'm looking for this wonderful woman who's going to be my queen and be the embodiment of this goddess that I've been looking for in my life, who's been talking and whispering to me across space and time for like 5 freaking years. Okay. You should see my bedroom. It loo it's not insane or anything, but I clearly have an obsession with goddess, all right? There's just images of all these different types of goddesses. She manifests in all these forms. But I'm never gonna find this girl if I don't go out and take as many shots in goal as I can doing these readings, helping other people on their journey so I can get the help. Like, this is what the universe is asking for me. I'm ridiculously good at card readings. They always benefit people. If anything, it makes people understand just how special they are to the universe. And I mean each and every one of us, okay? We're all special to our deities. We're all special to the universe. The universe wants us to succeed, but it can't do it for us. We have to do our own work. So you got to go out, maximum effort, take those shots on goal, because if you know, soccer is all about shots on goal. Because one of these times you're going to take your shot and that goalie's going to miss the ball, or that defender's not going to be in the right place at the right time. So you just got to take your shots and hope for the best, and know if it failed, like it didn't make a goal, you took your shot, so you can be happy because you know you put in the effort necessary. And yeah, you didn't get success, but that's not your fault. Physical reality is messy stuff, right? And all kinds of crazy stuff are going to happen. You can work hard to succeed on something, but your success goes to someone else for whatever reason, and you never know. This is a great example. When Einstein was working on relativity, he spent like, I don't know how many years, I think it was like 5 or something, working on relativity till he finally discovered the math necessary to capture the idea and make it a formal theory that he could use. And there was another gentleman who was working on something similar, just like relativity, and he backed off because he realized that Einstein had been working on it longer and had put in more time and energy into it, and it wasn't his to claim, right? Now, was this fair to this guy? I don't think so. I think Einstein should have got credit, and this guy should have got credit. I can't even remember who it is, but if you look back and read about relativity, that's exactly what happened. So it's Einstein who saw tremendous success from what he was doing. Now, does this mean this other guy didn't work hard and shouldn't succeed? No, he worked very hard, but he didn't see any success from it, even though he worked hard, because somebody else was doing the work as well, and he let it go, right? Means he's a pretty awesome dude, right? At least in my eyes, because he allowed Einstein to succeed because Einstein had put in more time and energy into it. Right. So this is a literal example of somebody working very hard, but not seeing success because that success, for whatever reason, needs to go to someone else. And that's just kind of how the universe is. It's kind of a crazy place sometimes. So, no, you can be working hard and not see success because for whatever reason, that success needs to go somewhere else. But don't give up. Keep putting up maximum effort because win, lose, or draw, you cannot find out if something is a real possibility until you put in the work to do so. Okay. That's what it requires. One more card, and I think we'll call it quits. We have been doing this for about, well, I don't know, 40 minutes or whatever. I hope you're all doing well. When you see this, you know, take care of yourselves. The universe can be a crazy place. Don't let anybody get you down. All right. It's all about enjoying life as much as we can. Hence the pretty unicorn mug. Mm. It makes me feel like a pretty princess, and I like that feeling. All right, cool. One more card. Last one. Universe has been talking about our tremendous success we're going to see, which is awesome. So let's see. All right, one last card. Here we go. Knight O Cups. Cool. All right. See, like straight up samurai, Japanese style. You can see why I like this deck. It's a cool deck. Anyways, what did this mean? Well, cups are all about water. They're about emotion. They're also about psychic abilities. All right. And this guy's got a bowl, almost like he's serving something up or carrying water itself, hence the cup. So there's something special about the water bearer. And if you know anything about astrology, it's Aquarius. And the water bearer not only governs psychic abilities, so it's talking about me bringing this to you, but it also governs, how do I want to say this? I'm trying to think. Um, the fundamental force in your life that delivers like emotional understanding and success. And let me explain that a little bit. Okay, we all went to high school, right? And say you have an English teacher and they're asking you to write a paper on, I don't know, Crime and Punishment, which is a horrible book to read in high school, by the way. Far, far too psychologically like demanding and scary. All right. Talking about somebody, reading about somebody slowly unraveling because they committed a crime and they can't handle it. Very dark book. Anyways, you gotta do a report. All right. And you do it and you get like a C and you're bummed because you worked your butt off. but you got to see. So, yeah, you worked your butt off, but you're sad, right, man? You kicked butt on that, and all I got was a C. Versus get an A plus, and then you're elated, right? And that's that emotional success we're talking about. You're going to be rewarded with the good feelings you're looking after on the stuff that you're pursuing, and the universe is literally delivering it to you, because what do knights do? They enforce the will of the royal court, the universes, the forces that govern this nice place we're all in, that keep us all functioning and alive, whether aware of it or not. These forces are going to hand deliver through one of their own messengers, their own um, divine forces, the emotional support and success you're looking for. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. And to summarize the reading, whatever you're doing, whatever your endeavors, keep it up. You're going to find success. You're going to end up where you need to go because you're doing the right things at the right time, the way you're supposed to. And the universe always, always benefits and supports people who are willing to take initiative, solve their own problems, and realize they're the ones in the driver's seat. And if there's an issue here and things don't work, probably has something to do with what you're doing in your approach. Because if you have some difficult person blocking your way, they're there for a reason, and you got to learn how to deal with them, you know? And it's not by trying to sidestep them and get past them, it's about having to deal with that person. All right. Don't try and trick the universe into getting something you don't deserve. You do not want that. Trust me, because you'll have nothing but misery. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you want a personal reading, cool. I'd be happy to give them. I specialize in twin flame. I gave you that warning about that. Just keep that in mind. If you want to do a twin flame. And that's about it. Let me have some water before I finish up here. I hope you enjoyed the reading. That's what I do. If you want a reading, hit me up in my email. If you enjoyed it, leave a nice comment. Let people know the value you found here, that other people will as well. I'm trying to build up this channel. So I appreciate your support. I appreciate you checking it out. Have a great day. All right. You beautiful sons of bitches, you. There we go. My mouse stopped working. Take care. Bye. Star Dragon out, people.